Right. Hello, Kathy Salisbury, the director of the Ambler Arboretum of Temple University, for another short virtual walk. The scenery has changed quite a bit. We had quite a bit of rain, which knocked a lot of the beautiful leaves off the trees. And there's a little less fall color out today. But I thought I'd show you our sustainable wetland garden because we had so much rain. The rain garden is full. And so the idea of rain gardens, remember, is not to become a pond or to hold water for any significant amount of time, but to hold water long enough so it can recharge down into the groundwater and shouldn't be there for more than a day or two. But as you can see here in our rain garden, there's the pipe where it comes from campus. The stormwater comes from campus and is funneled down into this detention area. And the water is stored here and eventually will drain down. And the plants that are in here, of course, don't mind being inundated on occasion, but also don't mind being dry for long periods of time, because there are times when this doesn't have much water in it at all. And so some of the plants we have here, buttonbush. This is nice because it has these fruits on it and they stay on all winter and makes them easy to identify. We also have some sedges and rushes in here and some white cedar, some Atlantic white cedars here. We also have arrow arum, some irises, another white cedar here, some hibiscus growing in here, and royal ferns. There's the remnants of royal ferns there. So we have a nice diversity of plants. And what happens when this fills up, we have a little overflow. It goes under the boardwalk, and then it continues to flow out into this garden area. And that's all very intentional. It's meant to do that because we'd rather have this spreading out and the water flowing into our gardens and feeding the plants than funneled down into storm drains and out into the local creeks and streams. So this is working just as we designed it, and you can see the river birch here, which just loves that wet water. Some more cedars, the wet water. Do you like that? The wet soil. And the cedars, which are enjoying this also. So the plants are planted. The plants that we select are chosen because they can tolerate wet soils, but also tolerate those dry soils as well. So this is one stormwater management area. Let's do another look at this. Sorry, I swing you around so fast here. And then we're going to go take a look at another one and see how it's doing. Many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with the healing garden and the labyrinth that's here. And so we're walking up to the healing garden from the historical alley here. So we're walking into the healing garden with our labyrinth. Nice fall color on Fothergilla there. And nice fall color on our viburnum here. So we won't walk through the labyrinth right now, but we can, if that's something you'd like a virtual tour of another time. See the clump of river birch back there, just showing off its bark right now. Okay, we're going to walk past the Leaf Hydrangeas. And so a lot of us know the healing garden as the labyrinth space where you can come in and walk and meditate and contemplate as you would like here in relative quiet. But this is also a healing garden, and we think about healing the environment. And so this is also a stormwater management tool here on campus. Here we have the nice fall colors of Amsonia, and Fothergilla. If I'm getting close and weird angles here, it's because I keep having to take on and off my glasses because they're fogging up. So I have to get real close to the plant to tell what it is. Probably some of you understand what I'm talking about. So beautiful fall color. But here's another boardwalk. And so here we have a different type of basin. And you can see there's another pipe there that brings water from other parts of campus down into this retention area. And when this one gets really full, it aerates the water by going over a waterfall and then comes down into this little stream here. Similar plants, sedges and rushes, although this is more of a shaded rain garden. We have clethra on the sides here. We have some alders. We have Fothergilla, some dogwoods, and lots of goldenrods and Amsonia, which is that yellow fall color that you see there is Amsonia. And as if we get a big storm, it just trickles down further and further, and we lose the depression in here, and it flattens out, but it flattens out into that river birch grove. And I'll take you down there. And so the river birch really love the wet from the rain and the overflow, and so this trickles right out into there. So a lot of people don't walk down this beautiful path with this Amsonia and the river birches, and they're just gorgeous. But the rain garden continues all along here and spreads out. Look at that bark. So pretty. So it continues going all the way through here. So this all, even though it's doesn't look like a pond, doesn't look like a wet space, the water continues to flow through here. It gets slowed down, and then it can recharge into the ground instead of running off. And so this, here you can see, it's gathering and ponding and puddling here instead of being funneled out and streamed down into our storm drains. And so that weird pause was because I was looking at that stump because I don't have my glasses on, and I thought it was a cat, but it's not a cat, it's a stump. I put my glasses back on. Having trouble with the fogging up glasses right now with the mask on. And so you can take that little loop around and see our beautiful stormwater management tools. And here we have the old black walnuts and American pecans in our alley. We'll turn you around here, and we're going to head back out to see the soft glow of the greenhouse. We're installing a little miniature meadow here for pollinators specifically. You can see the beautiful yellow of the willow oaks here. And walking through every garden, every public garden has a storage area. This is our materials storage area. Another aspect of sustainability is to reuse. So we hold on to things, and we can reuse them. Here we see our lovely arborvitaes with the evidence of deer browse. Probably some of you see that around you as well. That nice line that that's just where the deer can reach. They don't need to stand up any taller because they have so much nice food here to eat. So they just get what they can and leave these lovely topiaries for us to deal with. And I'm going to leave you this evening with one of my favorite views. So we're heading back. I showed you the Calabrero conifer garden in an earlier video, and it's really changing. But also, one of my favorite views is of the greenhouse as it starts to get dark here. So I'm going to leave you this afternoon, late afternoon, with a view of the warm greenhouse and the fall colors in our calabrera conifer garden. Thank you for joining us and for taking a look at our stormwater management gardens. We hope that we will be able to see you soon in the gardens. And if you do choose to visit, please remember that we ask everybody to mask up while they're here. And if you'd like information about our programs or more information about visiting the gardens, you can visit us at arboretum.temple.edu. And here I signed off and forgot to mention, since we're talking about sustainability and capturing stormwater, is that our greenhouse actually has a cistern which captures stormwater from the head house here and collects it in a cistern, and then that water is used to water the plants inside the greenhouse. So we are doing multiple things here on the campus to keep water from running off and holding it where we need it and where the plants need it. So multiple stormwater management tools here on the Ambler campus. And again, I am Kathy Salisbury, the director of the Arboretum, and you can find out more about all the different things we're doing here by visiting arboretum.temple.edu or following us on Instagram. Take care and see you soon.